tease about thinking big. Because here's the funny thing, when you shoot higher, you actually encounter less competition along the way, not more. In many ways, it's actually easier to shoot for the stars than it is to shoot for realistic goals. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a proponent of blind optimism. I'm actually a bit of a pessimist myself. But statistically, very few people shoot for massive goals. Most people shoot for realistic goals. Everyone wants to be realistic. Well, there's some fascinating research around this topic, and it turns out that shooting for the massive goals isn't such a bad idea after all. Just think about it for a second. Pick one of your work or business goals, say, for the next 12 months. It doesn't really matter what it is. Just pick anything. Now, what's the 10x version of that goal? Seriously. Take it and multiply it by 10 or even 100. Don't double it or triple it. No. Make it way bigger, by orders of magnitude. What's the steroid version of that goal? The Donald Trump version without a hairdo, of course. Now between those two, the big one and the original one, which do you think has more competition? Chances are, the original one is far more common, and consequently you have a million other people who have the same goal. That means more competition. Meanwhile, the big massive audacious goal is so crazy, so outlandish, so insane, that few people would even think about it, much less embrace it as their own. Most people just don't have the guts to go after such massive goals, or the wherewithal to keep going. And it's too bad, because it's a lot more fun. It's more exciting. And as we'll see, those big massive goals aren't as crazy as you might think.
It's easy to own faith, everything goes to figure out when everything is functioning out. It's much harder to own faith after you face challenges in your life. But that's exactly after you must apply your faith. Because faith is believing within the unseen. Faith is taking the primary step. Faith is jumping within the deep end and knowing everything are going to be okay. It's easy to be positive when everything is functioning out. It's much harder when nothing is functioning out, but that's once we need it the foremost. Everything definitely worth the prize. Is definitely worth the fight. Everything definitely worth the prize would force a true fight to realize that prize. If you would like the prize, you can't quit at halftime. You can't quit mid-season. You want to play the full game. Pre-season, through the cold, through darkness, through the challenges, the opponents. You will be knocked down, but you missed the rise. Keep fighting. Dig deep and see your true strength.